Once again, y'all see the title of the video, y'all see the thumbnail. I ain't gonna waste none of y'all time, so let's get straight into it.
For comedy purposes only, so loosen up. None of this is factual. Warning, this video is for comedy purposes only, so loosen up. None of this is factual, just widely opinionated jokes served extra spicy for your entertainment. It's satire, it's cringe, and it's all good fun. If you're sensitive, overly emotional, or the type to clutch your pearls at the slightest hint of humor, this is your cue to exit. Nah, seriously though, get out. Save your tears, because they're not welcome here.
Warning. Your local county authorities have issued a civil danger alert.
1 by 2 by 3 by 4. Vallejo, California, where them youngest they be quick to ruthless.
Yeah, he got himself. Myron, is this you?
Where do you rank black women in terms of attractiveness?
All the way at the bottom.
Nah, I ain't gonna listen. Now Myron Gaines, I'm gonna just come out right now. This is a guy that I mess with. Now he has said some crazy stuff over the past couple of years maybe, but I feel like that type of stuff happens when your brand is built based off like one single thing, like say for they call it the red pill community, like basically just knowing true female nature, which is like the main attraction to the red pill community. A lot of men like to get into it to learn more about female nature and stuff like that. I feel like he's been in it so long that in order to kind of stay relevant and continue to bring that money in and stuff like that, you have to start saying outrageous stuff and like just start kind of saying crazy stuff. And sometimes the truth is crazy stuff. I mean, and it sounds outrageous, but he has said some takes that has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and then it's kind of gotten them in these situations and stuff like that. So we're gonna continue to watch though. We're gonna continue to watch. He has like that first statement. That was a crazy statement. You see what the black girls and tried it. Black. I said, dang. I mean, but in a certain sense, if somebody can explain their reasoning, then it's like okay. But when you just say something like that, it's like like it made people like, hold on, what's going on with you? What you talking about? So let's get to it though. Let's get to it. I'm gonna try not to pause too much. The video already long enough.
Talking, man, that's another problem. Shut the fuck up when a man is talking, all right? That's another issue with a lot of you women. The average black woman's 187 pounds. You've confirmed a lot of the stereotypes.
I'm glad.
You have a victim.
Yeah, I didn't know that. The average black woman is 187 pounds. I didn't know that. Is that true? Y'all let me know. And does that matter to y'all? Y'all let me know.
The mindset. That's the problem with a lot of you fucking black and Caribbean women. Loud, obnoxious, rude, fake hair. Bro, this is why black women are the lowest on a totem pole, bro, when it comes to dating, man. Keep it 1,000. That's why y'all get the least matches, lowest response rates. There's a reason why black women are at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. Because you guys are loud, obnoxious, you don't deal well with.
I feel like a lot of race of women, there's different races of women that are loud, obnoxious, and whoop-de-whoop. But I do believe that is a stereotype for black women because I do think they glorify it and they post about it more, so that's more put on them, which, I mean, I guess fair game, but I'm just trying to add a little context.
With authority, and black women rank the
y'all let me know what y'all think, please, in the comment section.
Lowest for getting a customer service representative that's black. Yeah, they be trying to fight dudes and their hair's fake. So, and they have attitude. Black women don't have a general respect for masculinity. Honest here, the majority of black women are atrocious. And most importantly, your authority. A lot of people wouldn't even consider me or my mom black, even though we're from Sudan, and I do think that we're black. But so she doesn't feel as though she needs to submit to you and follow you.
Yeah.
So African American women in the United States, they're fat, they're loud, they're rambunctious, they don't respect male authority.
Another soft, fragile toaster strudel to pack out.
Again! You idiot!
It's used and abused and it's old and it's musty.
Crusty on the outside, gooey in the middle, and Myron.
Monkeys, you're really mad, and I'm here to make fun of the blacks.
He got that sticky shit on top too, covered in the drip of white validation.
Yo, I'm finna Swiss cheese your I'm finna Swiss cheese you. I'm finna Swiss cheese your
If you're new here and you don't know what this edgelord mess is, welcome to the pack out. This ain't a podcast, this ain't journalism, this is vengeance, bitch. It's like a horror movie, but instead of ditzy airheads and damsels in distress, I body red pill rejects, predators, and translucents. You know them prejudiced weirdos who think they're elite. I verbally curb stomp the bullies for fun. Yeah, corny as hell, but whatever, I'm base.
Nigga, I got aura.
Deleted.
Myron Gangs hates himself deeply and loudly. He is Sudanese, not African American, but he swears up and down that he feels black. I mean Sudanese. The truth is he weaponizes that identity only when it's convenient. Yet that's exactly where all his hate is aimed at.
What's your thought on the N-word? Of people trying to police it? Should no one say it? Should only black people say it? Should everyone be able to say it?
Man, I don't give a fuck with these things.
Yeah, just.
And it was at this moment where Myron felt like he was a good old boy. Dumbass.
Me personally, I don't. When he said it, it don't really do nothing to me. I don't. He look black. Maybe if he not black, but I don't be caring, bro. I don't be caring. Now, it'd be different except for a white person come up to me and say it in like he trying to talk down to me, like what's up, something like that, or even yo, what's up, nigga? Like then it's like hold on, but somebody just casually saying it and it's in a regular dialect. It's just like. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really. It might go through my mind, but I ain't trying to be confrontational about something that I ain't got to be confrontational about.
His weak ass venom isn't.
Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Just generic anti-black.
I'm going. Oh, did I mess up? I'ma always say that, y'all, because I need to remind people. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I want you to let me know. See how I respond to other people that might disagree with me or whatever. Just please leave your comment. Some people might be like, stop pausing the video. My fault. I'll do better in the future, my brother. Ma'am, sir, I'll do better in the future.
It's targeted. His real disgust is for black people, but especially black American women.
Where do you rank black women in terms of attractiveness?
All the way at the bottom. Multitude of reasons. And, let's be honest here. The average black woman's 187 pounds. Loud, obnoxious, rude, fake hair.
But I know you're not talking about fake hair because one picture you damn near bald. I see.
That is crazy. Wait, so how does he got it like that, but then he got like a full head of waves right now? Because even when you do spray on, how can you have waves on that? I'm not defending them, but then I'm asking them. I'm truly curious. Because the second,
bro, I know you're not talking about fake hair because one picture you damn near bald. I see the bald spot. Dumbass. Who the hell hurt this guy? I mean, it's more.
Ain't nothing wrong with being bald neither. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my best to keep what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? For as long as I can. Y'all let me know if y'all bald in the comment section.
Then obvious, he got bullied in middle school and never emotionally rebooted. He got called ashy once in the 7th grade and now he hates his entire race. It's crazy. This dude memorized every anti-black stereotype imaginable. He does this as if mocking them earns him cool points with white America.
These dumb nigger bitches, quite frankly, you guys are stupid. You guys put watermelon, you put salt on your watermelon, ridiculous. You guys eat fried chicken, ridiculous. You guys are fat as fuck, ridiculous. You guys wear a weave, ridiculous.
This dude out
says you nigger. Yes. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Here really looking like a pet, barking and yapping at black women, but then rolls over trying to get belly rubs from white supremacists. Couldn't be me. Every slur you throw, racists throw them right back at you, but then they pat you on the head and call you obedient. Dumbass. With your yes massa head ass. This man done gentrified his own skin. Get him. He hates himself. And although he's Sudanese and he has black ancestry, he sees himself above the black American experience. And he talks down at the culture like it's the reason he couldn't sit at the lunch table growing up. Bro was bullied, you could tell.
I don't fuck with black girls, man.
God damn, shit. We on Rumble.
I believe it.
Yeah, well, honest here. The majority.
Okay, yep. Like I said, that's something I definitely disagree with him on. I fuck with black girls heavy. That's my favorite. That's my preference. But I do feel like we also do, as black people, have a very messed up culture. The older I get, the more I deny the culture of black people, like the bad things about it. For us, like how we glorify gangs and killing and stuff like this. And these are all things that you know what I'm saying, be around stuff like that and whoopty whoop. I ain't about, you know what I'm saying, I can't say it, but as I get older, the more I've realized stuff like that is literally killing our community, and that's what I'm against. But I love I love black women. That's just natural, even though they make me the most upset. That's true. Black women have pissed me off more than any other women in this world, but I can't deny I like them, especially the look. They come in all type of flavors, all type of colors, but I digress.
Majority of black women are atrocious and not attractive.
Also, you guys
whatsoever.
Is your mom black? Are you black?
Dumbass.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because it's
No,
like,
I was just curious.
I always wonder, like,
I'm
men
not
who
trying to
feel
fuck
like
my
that.
mom.
No, but it's like, so do you genuinely feel like your mom is pretty or not?
A lot of people wouldn't even consider me or my mom black, even though we're from Sudan, and I do think that we're black. But
A black man either snatched his female or a black woman turned him down too many times. Regardless, the dude is fragile. He's in his feelings and it's more than obvious. He's not interested in unity. He's trying to out-whiten the white boys, the racist white boys, by talking down on black people to earn those digital crumbs from his racist fans. But deep down, he doesn't just hate the black culture. He hates that he'll never belong to either side. White racists doesn't want him. Black Americans see right through him. So he lashes out, hoping controversy will fill the void his identity crisis never could. The way you hate
I see what you talking about right there, bro. But I feel like you shouldn't be trying to rock with nobody. Hey, I mean, you networking, you know what I'm saying, with people, but for us belonging to a group or whatever, man, I ain't trying to hear about that. Now, clearly, I belong to black people. I can't deny that, and they can't deny that. It just is what it is. I'm black as hell. It's just what it is. But I mean, even if I was mixed or something, and you don't know if you want to be white or if you want to be black. If I were like a proper talking dude, I'd be like, bro, I don't care what you talking about, bro. Eat a dick, for real. I don't care about what you. I don't care what you saying, my boy. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But we listening. Please let me know y'all thoughts.
black people
And I'm gonna try to not pause as much so we can get through this video a little bit faster. My apologies.
and black women, I know you hate your eyelids.
difference between a nigger and a black guy, I would say is, let's see here, multitude of things. Committing crime, speaking proper English or not speaking proper English.
Axe.
Saying axe instead of ask. Listening to too much hip hop.
Wearing durags.
Wearing durags, yeah.
That's waves. Yeah, waves on niggas.
Yeah, wait, I guess so.
Yeah.
Multiple baby mamas.
Dreadlocks.
Myron hates himself so
I kind of do agree with that in the sense of like just the bad things, like not necessarily pronouncing your words. People talk a little bit different and stuff like that. It's good to pronounce your words correctly and stuff like that. Before it's all the foolery, like, you know what I'm saying, going out and having a lot of different babies with a lot of different women and creating a whole bunch of broken homes and stuff like that. I do get that. I just think that's bad, period. I wouldn't necessarily give a word to it like nigga, like, oh, nigga and black guy. I just think that's a bad thing that we shouldn't be doing in the community, period.
bad he logs into life as someone else. You're not one of them, man. You're not. You're just a hired help with the podcast. You're a bot. You're the poster boy for brainwash, the blueprint they use to get other black Americans to fall in line and act obedient. You're not a free thinker. You're merely a walking instruction manual for compliance. They don't uplift you because you're smart. They uplift you because you make submission look convincing. You're a sub. You're not a dominant. You're a sub. You damn near bend over. Allegedly. You damn near will bend over for acceptance. And it's obvious. It's clear that's what you do, man. That's your little kink. Allegedly. We see right through you, Myron. Dumbass.
Go, Myron.
And I have seen, when he had said that, it reminded me of that photo that came out with him in that bed with that white dude. That is a crazy photo. That's a crazy photo. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section. It is a crazy photo.
You know, you're gay. We saw you with your white friend Eric and he kissed you, or you were on a bed with him, blah, blah, blah. That's how I could tell a lot of people didn't play sports or weren't in the military or did anything like with other men where there's like a unified front or a goal. That's just how it is, okay? That's how you build real bonds. That's how you build that brotherly love. I mean, anytime someone says some shit like that, I'm like, yeah, that's how I know that you weren't an athlete or you never did.
Nah, Myron, that's just you. No.
Not that I've been an athlete, and I do get what he's saying. Kind of like you as brothers, like you'll catch us maybe roughing each other up and stuff like that, but not kissing each other on the neck. I don't know about that. Well, I don't know about that. That's but a hug though, yeah, we didn't definitely, you know what I'm saying, on some, you know what I'm saying, like that's my bro, but not in the bed hugging on each other, not none of that type. But you know what I'm saying. So I can't say nothing for him on this one. I can't lie.
No one thinks this way. Only you. You're the only guy that's willing to bend over backwards and forward and let your cheeks get cracked open just so you can feel like you're one of the bros. Allegedly. We don't do that. No one does that. Myron is literally the token they hold up like, see, he made it. Why can't the rest of you behave? You're not respected. You're weaponized. They don't uplift you because they agree with you. They uplift you because you make obedience look good. You're not proof of success. You're proof of control. Dumbass. And the funny thing about all this, I don't even know why I say that. I don't even know why they say they accept them and shit like that, because that's not the truth. They do not like or respect you, Myron. And I know you cry a little inside every time you have to face this realization.
Can I make this interesting? Can I make this interesting real quick? Myron, you were in my space the other day, and I said, you know, you're doing a great job calling these, but you know, if we take this country back, we want it for white folks. And would you go home? And you said, I was born here and I'm not going anywhere. And this is where I think the problem is with working with non-whites, is that once you think you help us, that you're just going to stay in our country. Do you still stand with that answer?
Bro, you look, man, I know you're trying to get a clippable moment here for your fucking...
No, it's the truth, man. This is the issue with whites working with non-whites.
We're over here talking about a problem, then you bring it right back into, you know, this whole white thing. Like, dude, shut the f up.
This whole white thing is what built this country, Myron.
Shut the f up, dude.
Hey, you fucking sand... You sand... Why do you Browns think you could stand...
That is crazy. That's crazy work right there. He said these whites built these countries. I would disagree with that respectfully. I would say slaves built this country. People that was enslaved getting free labor built this country. Maybe the whites delegated it because they were the slave owners, and eventually there were black slave owners eventually. So I'm not discrediting that, but I would say I wouldn't agree with the take he just had. But hey, I understand there's some banter. They going back and forth. They trying to get each other angry. So do your thing. But y'all also let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Y'all already knew it was coming.
In my country.
You the Drake of the white people. Fuck! Dumbass. Knees must stay bruised. I bet you his knees look like his eyelids. All that approval chasing. Get off your knees, Myron. He capes for white supremacy like he's auditioning to be their favorite pet. Watching Myron beg for white supremacist validation is honestly sick. Like watching a dog do tricks hoping for a treat from a hen that's about to slap the shit out of him. He jumps into white nationalist forums and chat rooms like he's trying to network. But even they tell him to his face that he's not one of them. They call him the craziest slurs. They laugh at him, they degrade him, and he stays smiling, acting like it's some form of hazing. I guess he's used to.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do that. If people doing all that, you gotta move around somewhere. First things first, I'm checking that. You know what I'm saying? If they don't respect the check, even if they wanna, you know what I'm saying? If they wanna keep talking crazy, just like, hey, disengage, remove myself from the situation, or just get on their ass. You know what I'm saying? Whatever type of person you is, but.
To that, you must have been hazed this whole life.
Look, no, it's the truth. This you didn't build this country, Myron. You're not from here.
Address you right
you're
now.
You're not from this country. Why do you think you can stay?
Anyway, like
no, it's a point because you're not white.
What does that have to do with anything, dude? I'm not even talking to you right now.
Because you're in my country right now. You're in my country right now. You're an invader.
Nothing to do with you.
You are a non-white invader.
I've been a stark defender of white people being able to have this and be able to practice it without people calling them. But then I get kids like this Mexican coming in here.
I'm not Mexican, you sander.
For no reason talking.
I'm not Mexican, you camel jockey.
Dumbass. He doesn't act like a guest in those spaces. He acts like he's ready to be their mascot. He thinks he's above black Americans, but to them, he's every slur in the book. He's just an obedient and trained boy, a little puppet who knows his.
Wait. Did bro have something to say about what old dude was saying to him though? I got a problem with what old dude was saying also. I don't see why he didn't speak on that. Unless he's speaking on this in a way that I'm not understanding. Y'all please let me know in the comment section. But I wish bro would have kind of low-key spoke on how the other dude was talking. The other dude was talking crazy and not making no sense.
His place. And what's worse is that he accepts it. He accidentally called himself white. And honestly, it wasn't a slip. It wasn't. Y'all seen it. It wasn't. That was his soul talking.
Some guys are different about it. Like some dudes are like, yeah, this is gonna be funny. Eskimo Brothers is for a funny story and shit. But and then some guys are like, hell, I've noticed with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we. Yeah, but not me.
Yeah, he's so white. He's white, Justin. He's white. He a black bro.
Hey, man.
That was natural.
I officially just stamped Myron as white.
That was the dissociation leaking out. It's not just internalized racism, it's full-blown identity crisis.
That was kind of crazy.
Watching it happen in real time is just sad and gross. It don't matter how much you let that white boy power get inside you, Myron. You'll never be one of them, man. I don't care how many times you submit. I don't care how many times the jizz runs through you. It's not gonna happen. Allegedly. Yo, I can't believe I just said that. This man think he white inside now just because he let the skeet run through. Allegedly. And what is with his obsession with black women? It's sickening. I seen this before. And
his obsession with black women, in my opinion, I feel like it's because it's been profitable for him. I don't necessarily might think, I guess like that's right or not, but I believe it's been profitable for him, so he's kind of stuck to that. And some people like it and some people don't. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it.
Movies and shit, bro. You hate them so much, but you really don't. You could tell you want them so bad, but you can't get one because they don't like you. He's not mad at black women. He's mad they curved him. His beef is personal as hell. He got curved in middle school and he never healed. You could tell. This man's still fighting 8th grade rejection like it happened yesterday. Every time he rants about being loud or ghetto, just know he's picturing that girl who laughed at his ass in a classroom and turned his ass down. He ain't over it. It's more than clear. He is not over it. So he goes and builds a podcast to vent like a broken NPC character. Instead of going to therapy, he hits go live and starts trauma dumping onto strangers. He hates black women, but the way he tries to describe them, he actually describes himself.
While they simultaneously still go out there to the sexual marketplace and look for a better guy to replace your dumb ass with while you're sitting at home playing Call of Duty. She's a...
Who's the emotional one now? You yell like a black woman, bitch. You talk like one too. Yes, still you want to sit up here and say we're emotional? Well, we got ovaries. What's your fucking excuse?
Dumbass. I really want to meet the woman that broke this man's heart. I bet she funny as fuck because whatever joke she had for this man, it affected his entire life. It's his whole identity. She's the real GOAT. His obsession is just weird and loud as fuck. Like, bro, why are you so emotional every time they're mentioned? Like, seriously, why are you so invested? The second a black woman speaks, he flips, starts yelling, interrupting, throwing fits. Bruh, get the sand out your coochie. Get the sand out your coochie, Myron. Because everything you say about black women, you actually are describing yourself. Loud, aggressive, emotionally unstable, crying on stream daily. You're reverse victimizing. Like, you always saying black.
I look at what he just said right there as an ad hominem, and I believe that's when you attack the person and not necessarily the points that they are saying. I do kind of feel like he also did speak to his points as in like he was also being loud and emotional about the situation, which I do agree with him on that, but I don't necessarily. I think a lot of people talk with passion about things that they're passionate about, and if he's making logical sense when he's saying certain things, if it makes sense when you think about the words he's saying, then it's, you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right. Now, if he's saying something and it just don't make sense, like logically it doesn't make sense, it's like, yeah, what you talking about? But I just feel like that right there was more so of him just attacking him as a person, not necessarily the points that he is saying on a daily. But like I said, I don't watch everything Myron does, so he might be saying some crazy stuff here and there. But for the certain things that I've heard over the years, I done heard some crazy stuff, but I also heard some stuff that'd be like, oh, that, you know what I'm saying, I kind of understand where you're coming from. Like, I understand your point of view when explained.
Black people and black women act like victims, but if you really see what you're saying on how you cope with your sad ass life, you sound like a victim, just raging 24/7, projecting your insecurities onto other people. Dumbass. He's not describing black women, he's exposing himself every fucking episode. You don't like black women because you're not man enough to be with one. They see the chihuahua in you. You're a yapper. You bark. That's what little
Once again, I ain't trying to come for the creator. I mess with his content heavy. Shout out to him. Actually, go subscribe to the channel. But like what he has just said, you're not man enough to be with a black woman. I just completely how can I say this? I'm trying to see how can I say it. I just don't vibe with that statement. I don't feel like you should have to be man enough to be with a certain race of a woman. To me, that's a turnoff. I gotta be a certain type of man. Like, long you should just be trying to be a man, a good man, knowing, you know what I'm saying, doing what you gotta do. Oh, but for black women, I gotta be a certain type of. I just wouldn't rock with that. If that was the case, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, what you mean I'm not man enough? Like, nah, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. But I do get that. And this comes from somebody that, I mean, I love black women. I've dated majority of black women in my life. I can get black women. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. Just like getting any other woman. I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, though. I'm just trying to give a little pushback, so, you know what I'm saying? Give my thoughts on it. So, y'all let me know what y'all think also.
Animals do. That's what little creatures do. They yap, 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 yap. That's their defense mechanism to steer the predators off. And I ain't talking that kind of predator. I'm talking about a real life just beast. Thinking you look big and bad, but really you look pathetic. Only this fragile little man is gonna cry, yell, and throw tantrums to feel heard. When's the last time you heard a lion roaring nonstop? You don't, because real power moves in silence. I hate lasagna. Like, this is random, but I hate lasagna, bro. Lasagna nasty as hell. I don't care. Shut up. I don't like lasagna.
I ain't gonna lie, I like lasagna. I do. And I think some of the loudness and stuff like that, I think that's more for the entertainment aspect, in my opinion. Maybe it's not, but me personally, with my, like, being a content creator, it make me be like, oh, I feel like he doing that for the entertainment. Kind of like how Aso Speed just did something with KFC in Korea. He was just being all extra. I feel like he was just doing that for the content. Like, he don't just necessarily move like that on the daily. That's not how he presents himself. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, but even I gotta agree with Wayne when he said real G's move in silence like lasagna. The king of the jungle ain't out here screaming at prey. He ain't screaming at prey, bruh. He's not. He's calm, calculated, and lethal. But you screaming to the mic like it cheated on you and it kept.
That's the thing, though. We're not lions. We're not animals. You know what I'm saying? We're humans. You know what I'm saying? we gotta do what we gotta do to make money. The animals ain't worried about making money. They need to be quiet, because all they worry about is killing something so they can eat it.
Receipts.
We gotta do whatever we gotta do to convince people to do a certain action to then give us money in some way or some form. That's just my little pushback on that.
You don't sound dominant. You sound exposed. You sound depressed, and you sound sad. You sound fragile. You sound broken. You sound easily hurt. Every damn episode, you're just proving how weak you truly are. A real man doesn't have to yell at all. He doesn't have to bark. He doesn't have to throw tantrums. His presence speaks before.
I agree with that statement. A real man, you don't have to yell and throw tantrums and whoop whoop. I personally feel like he does that for the entertainment aspect, but I could be wrong. But I do agree with that statement. A real man don't have to do all that extra stuff.
He does. You feel him when the energy shifts. In a household, he doesn't have to demand respect. He commands it through how he moves. His silence and his stance says way more than another man's shouting match ever could. Where the loud ones need noise to feel powerful, a real man needs nothing. Because real power doesn't announce itself. It is felt. Get what I'm saying? That kind of man's presence builds peace and not chaos. In other words, we see right through your broken ass, your broken glass ass. You glass. We see right through your broken glass ass. You not even a whole glass. You not solid. You broken. You sad. You crying inside. Someone broke you, Myron, and you're taking it out on every black woman. Allegedly. Somebody broke you, and now you're out here swinging on every black woman like they're the ones who did it. That pain wasn't their fault, but you made it their problem. Dumbass. By the way, he's 35 years old and has his first girlfriend ever. That's coming out his own mouth.
Well, when was the last time you had a girlfriend prior to Angie?
Not really.
Okay, so you've never had a girlfriend in your life until you dated a foreign girl.
Not like yeah. But
case fucking closed.
No.
Case fucking closed. You never had a girlfriend or serious relationship.
I disagree necessarily with that statement. I don't feel like you have to. Somebody could have went throughout their life, attempted to do certain things, and they was unsuccessful, right? Probably could have caused red pill rage or whatever you want to call it, anger towards women or whatever, for him to start seeing certain things, for him to start doing certain things differently, to then get different results, and then not want to make those girls a girlfriend. I'm just giving. I don't know this man's life or not. But I don't necessarily think not having a girlfriend, and this not coming from experience for me. I've had plenty. I probably had, off the top of my head, I could think of 5 women I've called my girlfriend within my lifetime so far. But I don't think that disqualifies you from being able to talk about the topic. As long as you have interacted with women, have attempted to interact with women sexually or intimately or whatever, and have had those experiences, that's what qualifies you to be able to have a conversation. But that's just me. Y'all let me know what y'all think, please.
Relationship until you met a foreigner.
And how in the hell have you been podcasting like a relationship guru, but your first kiss probably came with an instruction manual? Having your first relationship at 35 is very revealing. All those weird just friends texts and all those left on red heartbreaks.
Well, I do get it if you talking about being a relationship guru. I kind of get your point on that. If you've never been in a relationship, then yeah, I get that. I never looked at him as a relationship guru though. Me personally, from the clips I have seen.
The woman who curved you without blinking.
I looked at him more so. I guess he was just trying to get dudes on their stuff, because I would hear him talk about telling dudes to work more and work on themselves and stuff like that. And I would hear him like just ranting about women, but I didn't know if he presented himself as a relationship guru. Maybe if you all know more, please let me know in the comment section.
Yeah, now it makes sense why you hate women so much. It seems like you hate all women, but you really focus on black women. They saw the insecurity before you even found your voice. You're not heartbroken, you're haunted. They are haunting your soul. Dumbass. This man be screaming alpha male but folds when a woman breathes too loud. You can't even lead a convo but want to lead a household? Stop it. This man built a whole brand on clowning women, but got bullied by puberty. That's why he's loud. No one listened to him growing up. And then the whole smart guy act, that shit's getting annoying. It's just a shield for a broken little man. Myron isn't smart. He just yells, gaslights, and quotes fake stats like a human Reddit thread. All that smug I'm smarter than you energy, yeah, nah. That's just armor for the scared, fragile, broken man hiding underneath. Deep down, he's not confident. He's terrified. He's terrified of being wrong.
If he quoting fake stats, then what are the real ones though? That's my little pushback. I don't know if he quoting fake ones or not, but if he is quoting fake stats, I would like to hear him tell me what are the real stats that would go against whatever fake stats he's talking about. This
of not being in control, of getting embarrassed. So what does he do? He rages. He cuts people off. He talks over women. He screams until he feels powerful. He hires women just to sit there and get verbally jumped so he can finally feel like he's dominating something.
Get the fuck out of here, you fat bitch, because I can match energy with you. Yeah, you are. You're easily 180 plus pounds.
Man, you're obese, girl.
Is that scale working?
Yeah, she's obese.
Okay. Can we kick her off the show now? For
Yeah. Yeah, Sneeko, you do it.
And she's not necessarily my type, but I wouldn't say. I mean, medically, if she obese, but I don't think she look bad. I don't think that woman looks bad at all. She can, you know what I'm saying. Depending on the situation going on, you know what I'm saying. She ain't too bad. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But yeah, I'm not an advocate for just going back and forth, yelling back and forth with a woman. I think that's a part of the entertainment part. That's just me personally being a content creator. It's like it's a weird line. I think he does that for the content. I could be wrong though. Now if I was seeing him getting in trouble offline and having situations with women, then I would think like, oh yeah, but when it's happening on his podcast where he getting a lot of money from, he one of the top people in that field, in that category, I'm thinking in my head, oh, this is for the content. That's the first thing that come to my head. Y'all let me know what y'all think though.
Hey, fatty autistic retard.
You get on it now.
No,
you get on it now.
Get out of the show.
You want to get on the show?
How about this?
Make your show.
How about you get your fat ass up and get the fuck up out of here? Get the fuck out of here. How about that, bitch? We don't need you. Get the fuck up out of here.
He's a pretender when he's really a...
I ain't gonna lie. If we talking about her, I'm on that. I will have to disagree. I don't know what they probably going back and forth about something else. But if he just talking about her body, oh no, she on point. I'm on that like white on rice. If the opportunity presented itself, yeah, I'm on that.
a submitter. You could tell Myron one of those guys that secretly gets spanked in real life, allegedly, with a paddle or some shit. You could just tell he's one of those guys. When Ronnie came in from Players Club,
assume the fucking position. Say it loud!
I'm black and I'm brown!
it's not a debate show. It's a weird power trip for a man who's never had any real power. He doesn't want discussion. He wants to win arguments. He wants to win arguments against people he thinks are weaker than him, just so he could feel bigger and better about himself. But no matter how loud he gets, he's still that broken dude underneath. We ain't gonna stop saying that. You're broken, you're glass, you're see-through, you're fragile. You built a whole brand just to avoid crying in private. You hate yourself so loud it echoes. You don't know who you are, so you scream at.
Hey, I'm gonna give my kudos though. He said you built the whole brand to keep from crying to yourself. Low-key, I'm not against that statement. Why not monetize your pain? It's a lot of people that just keep their pain in, and based on the stat, I know male suicide is up, and it's been higher than it's ever been. And I don't know. I don't got all the history, but I know it's up by a lot. So for you to, if that is true, he had a lot of pain, and he decided to build a brand that's made him, I would think, millions. Hey, that's pretty impressive to me. And was able to garner attention of other men to show that other men feel how he feel in order for him to be successful. That definitely is the case. That's pretty impressive to me. That's pretty impressive to me. Me personally, though. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
Man, people who do. Dumbass. Oh yeah, did y'all see?
I'm not an advocate though for all the going back and forth with the women, like just rah. But I think that's entertainment. If this for the entertainment, then yes, I'm hey, do what you got to do, and ain't nobody getting hurt. Then you know what I'm saying.
How Myron randomly came for DDG like he was holding a grudge in silence.
DDG. I called it. I fucking called it. Nigga want to come on our show and act all fucking brand new and shit. We're made. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. She dropped your dumb ass, and now you can't even see her son. Came over here all fucking stink face thinking he's the shit or whatever, and then he made that dumbass video or whatever. Bro, fuck that nigga, man. He's one of these guys that always has this face like, oh, I'm not impressed. I'm cool. Like, he's one of those guys. You're here with an A-list celebrity bitch that got more clout and attention than you. I knew. And now your dumb ass running around on Twitter like, oh, I can't see my son, nigga. What the fuck did you expect?
Oh my God, quit bitching. All you do is nag. Seriously, how did...
That is a situation. Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's you start making it personal. That is a crazy situation right there. I don't know what that's about. Y'all let me know if y'all know more about it. I didn't even know he went on that show on the Fresh and Fit podcast. I don't remember seeing that. Y'all let me know what went down with that if y'all can.
Does this guy have a following? All he does is nag and cry. Out of nowhere, Myron launched a full-ass attack on DDG, unprovoked. Like he had that rant sitting in the drafts for months. He never mentioned him before, no beef, no tension. Then boom, he's yelling into a mic about how DDG isn't a real man because of how he handled his relationship. He mocked the breakup with Halle Bailey like it was a joke. Then he would take it even lower. Mock DDG's custody issue like it was just content, not a man trying to fight to see his kid. He threw in DDG's a loser, all while acting like he was preaching some manhood truth. But it wasn't truth, it was just pure jealousy in real time. Myron finally got a girlfriend at 35 and suddenly he thinks he's the relationship police, I guess.
Yeah, why this little fresh and fit nigga always on my nuts?
Little? Nigga, you're 5'7", like 160 pounds.
Fuck fresh and fit, nigga.
Where you get fresh and fit, bro?
They on my dick, nigga. Now I wanna go on your shit, now you mad. Fuck you, nigga. He said he ain't like how my face look. He said I looked at mean or something in the club. Nigga, I got aura.
And then this dude really sits here comparing his girl to Halle like it was a flex, dragging Halle's looks because she doesn't.
That's a crazy statement by DDG, ain't gonna lie. He said, nigga, I got aura. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to DDG though. I ain't really got no, hey, I ain't a part of this. But that's a nigga said, nigga, I got aura. I thought he said he was doing it while they was like on the show. So I guess they seen each other in the club. So maybe that's why I got it wrong. Okay.
To fit his washed up Eurocentric Pinterest board. Just because she ain't your ideal doesn't mean she ain't fire, bruh. Let's keep it a buck. Not everybody follows that Eurocentric beauty guideline. We don't. Dumbass.
The way you disrespect women, you gotta at least have a bad.
You gotta have a bad bitch. Nigga, you put a baby in this. This guy really trying to sit here and say Angie's mid. Nigga, this is your girl. You actually impregnated this creature. The fuck out of here, DDG, Doodoo G. You dumbass, dumb gnome.
Then he tries to flex about how his girl respects him because he demands and has her passwords. And
Respectfully, I don't want to speak on neither one of they women in a sense to where it's like, I don't know, maybe in the future, but right now I don't want to speak about it. I don't want to do that.
login info.
Cause I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. You know what I'm saying?
Get her to follow.
But they put themselves out there though. I don't think Haley Bailey is a ugly girl though by any means. I don't think she ugly, and I don't think Myron girl, for what I seen, I don't think she ugly neither. They look different, but I don't think neither one of them ugly. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Y'all let me know if y'all think one of them is ugly or not, or who looks better to y'all, if that matters.
Myra, don't be beating her because I'm following her, okay? Yeah, let's go follow her. She only got 557 followers.
Seeing she has her profile on private. What this nigga doesn't realize is, I'm the leader. I'm the boss. What does this look like, DDG? Looks like I have her profile, right? So I see everything that comes through here. Unlike you, my woman actually respects me. Unlike you, my woman understands that I'm the leader. Unlike you, I run my relationship. Unlike you, I call the shots. You understand?
All right, that's not respect. It's surveillance. You're not her man. You're the FBI agent with mommy issues. If you gotta
say you're not the man,
monitor her like she's 14 on TikTok, you already lost her. You don't have loyalty. You have a hostage. Real respect is freedom. Real love is trust. And I'm here to tell you right now, if she wants to cheat, no password in the world's gonna stop her. Control her all you want.
that is true. If she does want to cheat, they gonna make it happen.
You just look stupid and fragile. She'll still lie with a smile if she wants to. No woman respects a man who handcuffs them to prove a point. You're not dominant. You're just lame, fragile, paranoid. You can't stop a hoe from being a hoe. She gonna hoe her way into anybody's life. Just like a woman can't stop a man from being a hoe. He's gonna do the same shit. You can't stop it. It's gonna happen regardless. So if you feel like that's what you have to do, you already lost them. Give it up. I'm just saying, all this towards DDG was random, bitter, and clearly personal. It seemed like DDG's existence triggers everything Myron hates about himself. It's the fact that Myron really said, fuck that guy over a normal breakup. DDG went through a common breakup and custody issue. Nothing wild, just life. And Myron randomly snapped. What did DDG do to you, man? He must have smashed one of those females you wanted back in the day and you couldn't get. Like, for real though, you mad that he didn't yell at his...
I personally got a problem with that even being a common thing. Common breakup, okay, that happens. You know what I'm saying? Common custody issues, I'm not a fan of that because I can only imagine if I had a kid and I'm going, that to me, that's not, the fact that that is a common thing is extremely upsetting to me personally. So even though I don't have a child, I just can imagine. So how much more upset I would be if I was in that position. I'd be upset at myself because, you know what I'm saying, I put myself in that position by having a child with that person. I'd be upset at the person because I probably didn't think that they would do that to me or switch up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mine to be everywhere. But that's just an upsetting fact that it is a common thing. Like, it's just upsetting knowing that is the case.
His girl, he didn't belittle women for content like you do. Dumbass. What did you expect Brett to really do? Myron's only mad that DDG handled it like a man, not like a rage-filled control freak with a podcast and a mic. He salty DDG didn't shack up with a white girl to feel less black like he did. Myron's stupid ass thinks being controlling equals being secure. It's not. He was tweeting and all kinds of shit. He couldn't come up with anything, so he was calling DDG dumb gnome, clown DDG's height and weight, 5'6", 150 pounds. Like that somehow wins arguments. The crazy thing is DDG is actually a boxer. Not professionally, but amateur. He got hands. And he said that he will shoot the fade when he sees him. It don't matter how much you work out, Myron. If you don't know how to squabble, you get knocked out, bruh. And
that is true. That is true. If you don't know how to fight, you can have a problem. I didn't fight. I remember in college I had to fight somebody that was like 6'4", and he was decent. And I'm no OD fighter, but I've done a lot of like practice on my own. Nothing no professional, which is I ain't had the money for that. But I did a lot of like just shadow boxing and practicing on my own. And when I fought that dude, you know what I'm saying, it was a good fight. You know what I'm saying, we didn't fall out necessarily afterwards. We did, but then we kind of know what I'm saying, got back cool. Well, not even got back cool, but we, you know what I'm saying, shook hands like a man probably like a couple weeks afterwards and stuff like that. But it wasn't he didn't dub me. I ain't necessarily just dub on him, but it was a surprising fight. But obviously, if he would have just knew what he was doing all the way, then I probably would have had a problem on my hands. And if I was just OD, he would have had a problem on his hands. So it really don't matter. When somebody do know how to fight, though, you might have a problem on your hands, especially if you don't know what you're doing at all. At all.
Then after DDG would respond, this bozo would double down. Dude respond.
Would y'all like to see a boxing match in between Myron and DDG? I'd love to see it. Sounds entertaining to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think.
With straight up racist, anti-black stereotypes, even played monkey sounds while clowning DDG's blackness, like that's a solid comeback or something. He wasn't clapping back, he was cooning on command.
That is crazy if he was doing that. That is crazy.
Desperate for approval and the praise from the same crowd that calls him the same exact shit. They just call you a good boy with it, dumbass.
Correction, I only beat her on Sundays, Pontiac maid. But thank you for the comment. However, maybe if you had beat up your mermaid ex-baby mama, you would be able to see her son more, you fried chicken connoisseur. Which, that's true.
Everything you say about DDG.
That's crazy. That's a crazy statement. I can't rock with that. That's a crazy statement. I'm never going to advocate for beating on a woman at all. That's a crazy statement.
They say about you. I'm telling you right now, they say that about you, bruh. They just call you a good boy with it. Myron, you don't need enemies. You've been fighting your own face since birth. You've been fighting your own face since birth. You got beef with your face. At this point, it seems like you love white approval more than your own mom. I mean, your mom is Sundanese. She has black skin. Do you hate your mother? Like, she birthed you, bruh. You hate black women because they look too much like the woman who raised you. And that's sad. You hate black folks so bad you flinch when you walk past mirrors. You see himself in the mirror, he flinch. He gets a jump scare. Dumbass. The sad truth is that he's a self-hating clown starving for validation. Myron gangs is what happens when internalized racism, fragile masculinity, and social media clout chasing all crash into one confused man-child. He hates himself. He hates where he comes from, and the harder he runs from his blackness, the more he exposes how deeply it owns him. I wouldn't say owns him like a diss to black people or the culture. I'm saying owns him like it's bullying him. His ancestors are beating the fuck out of him internally. His ancestors are spinning in their grave. They are beating him up inside. Pause. And let's not forget, Myron's not even black American. He's not. He's Sudanese. I mean Sudanese. And like a lot of non-black American folks with melanin, he moves like he's somehow above us. There's this wild delusional flex.
He basically just saying the same thing over and over again. Shout out to Delete It for the video. It's a great video. Y'all go show some love to him. Y'all leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think on my opinions, your own opinion, his opinion. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all in the next video. Y'all stay blessed. Until then, peace.